This video has been brought to you by GoFiber hair fibers, which I'm also using in this video. So if you're interested in trying them out, make sure you visit gofiber.com, get a free sample of your choice and see if you like them. Hey, what's going on everybody? Matt here, and in this video we're going to be talking about whether fitness, working out or bodybuilding naturally has an effect on your hair loss and whether it's even something you should be concerned about or not, okay? It's going to be a very awesome video. You're going to learn a lot, so make sure you stay tuned. Alrighty guys, before I start this video, I'd like to make a very short disclaimer that the hair loss I'm going to be referring to with this video is androgenic alopecia, is the type of hair loss that is induced by androgens, okay? Or androgenetic alopecia. There's a combination of androgens and genetics which are playing a role and contributing to your hair loss. I'm not gonna be talking about a sudden hair shedding which could be maybe induced by improperly balanced diet, nutrition deficiencies, micro and macronutrition deficiencies, having a lot of stress, you know, elevated cortisol levels, also as a result of improper workout routine, maybe working out too extreme, not recovering enough, not sleeping properly, over time can increase cortisol levels to such an extent that you will experience some sudden hair loss. But this is most of the times just like temporary hair shedding. It's not permanent hair loss. It's no permanent pattern hair loss, which is forming as a pattern from here and goes like that, or any diffuse pattern. These things are as a result of androgenic alopecia. It's more long-term hair loss that most of the guys like me have. Now that you understand that androgenic alopecia, the alopecia that most of us guys have, you know, that ends with the horseshoe pattern, is dependent on the sensitivity of your androgen receptor in the hair follicles to the androgens themselves, like testosterone and DHT, but mainly DHT because it has higher binding affinity. So if you work out, you only like temporarily increase or boost your androgens, okay? Like you spike your testosterone like in the first 1-2 hours since you have worked out, and then it's gonna drop again, okay? The DHT increase as a result of the short-term testosterone spike after working out is not gonna be substantial enough and kind of long-term enough to cause any additional damage, okay? You can even get on testosterone, like super physiological dosages, as well as anabolic steroids, which are highly androgenic as well. Even then, you may not experience hair loss if your androgen receptors of your hair follicles are not sensitive to the androgens, if they are resistant enough, okay? And you can do it over a long time, as the bodybuilders in the 70s and 80s did, the examples I'm gonna share with you in a moment, and they haven't experienced any severe signs of androgenic alopecia, especially not in their 20s, 30s, or 40s, during the time they were using these androgenic, steroids and additional testosterone the most. They haven't experienced, unless they were like in their 50s, 60s, where it's normal that 50-60% of men in their 50s and 60s experience some type of hair loss, some type of hair thinning. It's normal, you know. It starts when you are 20, like 20% of population, and with each like decade it kind of goes to 30%, 40%, 50%, and so on. To highlight the importance of androgen receptor sensitivity of your hair follicles to androgens and resulting in hair loss, there are so many things in life, guys, that increase our androgen levels on a daily basis. Like if we supplement with vitamin D, if we have a proper diet, we increase our androgen levels. If we sleep properly, if we manage our stress, we increase our androgen levels with so many healthy things that are suggested that people should be doing. So we can't really say that increasing your androgens as a result of working out is bad for your hair if you're doing it naturally. Good example, guys like Arnold Schwarzenegger, guys like Tom Platz, Lee Priest, they have not only been working out heavy, but also adding some anabolic steroids, which are making this situation even worse because you are adding even more androgens to your body than you're already producing, testosterone and DHT, which can increase the chance of androgen response with the androgen receptor of your hair follicle, and thus make the hair loss even worse. Yet they did not get a severe hair loss back then. Again, my opinion is that the anabolics they were using hadn't been abused the way they're being abused nowadays, or the types of steroids they used were not as androgenic as the types of steroids guys are using today, which are causing stronger androgenic effect on your body, including selective tissues like, for example, hair follicles. And that's why guys who are intent to use that should be on very strong anti-androgenic drugs or protocols, not just finasteride or dutasteride, because these things only inhibit the 5-alpha reductase, the conversion from testosterone to DHT, but most of these androgens actually don't even convert to DHT. That's why if you block 5-alpha reductase with finasteride, dutasteride, it's not going to work. If you are guys on anabolics, you need anti-androgen, not just anti-5-alpha reductase type of drug. So you want to use something like RU58841, which is a topical anti-androgen. This is something that I also suggested guys to use in my video, which I made like 2 months ago, like what is the effective anti-hair loss protocol you should be doing in 2020. If guys are seeing like no benefits from using finasteride or dutasteride, topical or oral or combination, whatever, they should switch to RU because it's even more potent. It's going to also block the testosterone. It's going to block the DHT on the scalp. So it should be more effective, of course, especially for guys who are also using anabolics, okay? That was on the topic of this. Let me know how you like this video. Let me know what I can discuss in the next video. Maybe you have some other questions, some things that I could elaborate on in the next video. So make sure let me know. For all you guys who are interested in a hair transplant, you know, you've been watching other videos on my channel, you know that I like to make many hair transplant related videos as well, not just hair loss related and stuff like that. So you know that I offer consultations when it comes down to finding the right hair transplant doctor worldwide, no matter where you are, you know, considering your stage of baldness, considering you know, how good of a hair transplant candidate you are, talking about the FUE, FUT method, considering your financial situation. Sometimes I start with guys at the very beginning of their hair transplant research and assist them during their hair transplant research until we find a good doctor for them. Some guys already come to me with some selection of doctors that they have already researched and ask me for a review and help them choose the best doctor that way. So this is what I do. If you are interested in my help, make sure you sign up for a consultation in the video description below, or go to mattdominance.com/mentoring where we can talk about that one-on-one, okay? That was it for this video. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you in the next one, okay? Take care.